Today we are making mithai dukan style bread pakoda at home. See how soft it is. Bread pakoda will not be oily at all. I'm going to share lots of tips. So let's make bread pakoda in mithai dukan style. The filling is similar to aloo samosa. First we will roast the masalas. In a bowl we will collect it. Here I have 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds which are crushed, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds which are again crushed. For the other spices I am using masala box spoon which is equal to half a teaspoon. So half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of red chilli powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of black salt, half a teaspoon of amchoor powder, salt as per taste, half a teaspoon of Kasoori Methi, half a teaspoon of roasted jeera powder and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder. All these masalas are in. Now we will give it a mix. This way there will be minimal chances of them burning because we have to roast it really well. So let's heat up a kadhai. In this we will add 2 tablespoons of oil. Wait for it to get hot. In medium flame then we will add 1 finely chopped green chilli and 1 inch of ginger which is again finely chopped. Stir them once. We don't want to overcook them. We will then add the masalas that we mixed earlier and again mix it for a few seconds. After that we will add the matar or green peas. I am using frozen ones, about 2 tablespoons. Keep the flame low, continuously stir it and roast it until the peas go soft. It will take about 3 to 4 minutes. If the masalas are burning, you can add a tablespoon of water, then cook it together. The whole magical taste is in getting the masalas roasted, so don't hurry in this step. For me the matar is done and the spices are roasted. Now we will add the aloo or potatoes. I am using 4 medium sized potatoes which are boiled, peeled and now mashed. Now all you have to do is keep the flame medium, stir it really well and mash it with the masalas. This spatula is not cutting it for me, so I am using a traditional spoon and mixing it together. It will take just about a minute. You can see the mixture is ready. Aloo is also very hot now. Now we just have to turn off the flame and keep it aside. For making the besan batter coating, here I have a mixing bowl. In this we are taking 2 cups of besan. This is Bombay besan guys, mostly many people use this. Normal chakki besan is sometimes very coarse and bread pakodas become oily with that. And the coating is also not very smooth. In this I am taking 1 teaspoon of ajwain or garam seeds which I have crushed a little, salt as per taste and baking powder. Baking powder quantity is 3/4 teaspoon. If you add baking soda or khane ka soda, then the coating won't be very smooth and it can become a little oily also. We will give the dry ingredients a good mix and you can see how the Bombay besan is so fine and so smooth. It has lots of lumps, so it will be a little difficult in making the batter. You can strain it before using if you want to. Here I am using room temperature water, about 1 cup. We will add little at a time and make a batter. Right now again you can see there are so many lumps, but don't worry, we will add more water and whip it for a good 2 minutes and all of these will be gone. So here we have a smooth thick batter. This is ready for now. We will let it rest for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes you can see the batter has gone even more thicker now. We will add water and adjust the consistency. We need a medium batter, not too thick, not too thin. With a thick batter the bread will break when we coat it. With a thin batter the pakoda will be oily. I am also adding about 1 tablespoon of oil to the batter. Our medium consistency besan batter is ready. We will adjust it again if needed. For now, let's assemble the bread. Here I have sandwich bread. If you can use a day old bread, that will be the perfect. You can see how this is not very soft. We need a little bit of firmness in the bread. Basically, bread shouldn't be very soft. Here I have taken 4 slices for now. In 2 slices we will apply green chutney. This is a thick green chutney that I am applying right now. We need a smooth layer but a thin one. If the chutney is very thin, then it will get absorbed in the bread, which we don't want. The green layers are ready. Now here I have the red sweet and sour tamarind chutney. I will apply a good layer. Even this is not very thin. The bread slices are now ready. We will take a little bit of the aloo masala and spread it on the green layer. I am using my hands right now. You can also use a spoon or a butter knife for this step. I personally prefer to spread using my hands. If you want to make it in the exact mithai dukan style, then you can also apply a very thin layer of aloo in both the slices, the green and the red, and place a paneer slice in center. So the aloo layer is ready. Now we will grab the other slice and stick it together. So as we are making this at home, we are slicing it into 2 diagonally like this. This way, frying them will be very easy. Some mithai dukans also fry the whole bread and then they cut it. It looks more fancy that way. So I have prepared 4 sandwiches, sliced it into 2. So we have 8 pieces of bread pakora ready to fry now. See the consistency of the batter. We need like this consistency. It shouldn't be very thick, shouldn't be very thin. Before frying the bread, you need to check the oil temperature because the bread pieces are huge. So dip your finger in the batter and drop a little into the hot oil. It should immediately rise up. We will take the bread piece, coat it in the besan batter, and then carefully drop it into the hot oil. I am using a big iron kadhai today with a little bit of oil. This way there will be minimal splashback. I mean the oil will not come out of the kadhai or the pan. We have to drop hot oil over the bread pakoda to cook it evenly and fast. Keep the flame medium high and fry it until it is light golden from both the sides. So here our bread pakoda is ready. Looks good. Let me take it out. Similarly, we will make the remaining bread pakodas. When making bread pakodas at home, your best friend would be sandwich bread slices along with a medium thin batter and a big kadhai with little less oil. So here we have the bread pakodas ready. Before serving, we will cut it into 2. If you use a very sharp knife, then the layer separation would be very nice to see. You can see how soft the bread pakoda is. Before serving, I am sprinkling a little bit of chaat masala on top.